So I'll just be giving a quick demonstration of the shader I've written. Its purpose is to take footage like this with exposure changes and kind of automatically stabilize the exposure or remove the exposure changes. Now this footage is Rec 709 and that's not ideal, but with something like S-Log it'll be quite perfect. So let's have a look at what's going on. I'll just remove this layer and add the shader exposure fix. The shader works by changing the exposure of the entire image so that the pixel or pixels that is in the center of measurements hits a certain target luminance. So if I increase this value, the pixel I'm pointing at would have this luminance. The scale here is a bit arbitrary, but it's made in the way so that if I find the x coordinate where the bar ends, in this case it's around 1053, as will be visible down in the bottom of the screen. Then the luminance on this frame is almost unaffected. So I'll turn that off and play. As you can see, the contrast is changing slightly, and that's because this is not a true scene referred workflow, since we're coming from Rec 709 from an iPhone that probably has some auto knee and stuff going on. As you can see, there's a bit of flaring because the area isn't quite uniform, but we can make that better by measuring over a larger area. So if I set this to 21, it's 21 pixels from the center and in each direction. So that means we're measuring over 42 by 42 pixels. And already that's a lot more stable. Now in the next shot, I've moved the camera, and a fixed point for sampling the luminance will not work. In this case, it is possible to keyframe center of measurement, but it's not the easiest way, I think. I'll just bypass this and insert a transform and do a 1-point trigger. Right. And that, of course, stabilizes the image. And that allows me to put my sampler down here, for instance, maybe with a size of 10. Let's set the target luminance to 1030. And playback. Of course, this doesn't look right, but I can add another transform. I need to be at the same frame I started my track, and I can choose the same tracker without having stabilize turned on. So one transform stabilizes, the other one moves the picture again. I hope that this might come in handy for other colorists out there.